Okay, so just in case you're curious, these are pretty inexpensive, the garden boxes. I use the cedar fence pickets from Lowe's or Home Depot. I got these at Home Depot and they were $2.78 each. So it was $27 I spent today. The 1x2s I had left over from the previous boxes, so I'm not exactly sure, but I would say under $40 you could build this box. And it's a pretty high raised box. I think it's about 18 inches, 15 to 18 inches tall, and then almost 6 foot long. So pretty good box for the price. I'm going to unload a bunch of mulch I bought the other day and get this thing filled with mushroom compost because I had some left over from the beds whenever I bought a truckload. So let me get that done. Hey guys, my name is Bethany. I'm a wife and mother of 2, and today we are going to be in the garden. So I still had mushroom compost left and I really wanted another box. So before I just unloaded it anywhere, we decided to go ahead and wait and build a box, and then we'll just use this to fill it. The only problem is Lowe's had their mulch on sale before I got the box built, so I just threw it all on top of the mushroom compost. So I had to unload all that before I could do this. Sometimes I feel like I just make things harder, but I always feel like I do things out of order. Like I'm organized to a point, but I'm not very good at planning. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. But so anyways, this day it was like 88 degrees out of nowhere. Like, it was so hot. But it was a great day to be outside working in the yard. So I went ahead and got all of this unloaded. And so I filmed on 2 different days. I got this done. This was midweek, and by the time I finished, it was probably about 7 o'clock at night because I had work this day too. And then Saturday morning, I was like, I need to go ahead and plant. So I went ahead and did that. But by like in between, I think it was midweek. I don't know what day. I can't remember. But between then and Saturday, it had frosted again. And it had gotten really cold. So this morning, the sun was beautiful, but it was not as warm as what you might think it would be. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of my things planted. Hopefully. Also, those, I thought maybe they were seeds left over from last year, but I think they're just morning glories. And every year my garden gets overran with morning glories, and they're so pretty, so I feel bad to tear them, like to pull them up, but they're so hard to get off the fence because they wrap around the whole way, but they're gorgeous. But this year I'm just going to go ahead and pull them up because they're coming up before I even get a chance to plant, and I'm not even dealing with that. I need to get my veggies in the garden, so that way we can get some fresh fruits and veggies this year. Also, I do have apple trees in my front yard and pear trees. And then I have raspberry bushes, blueberry bushes, and strawberry plants. So I do grow quite a bit of fruit. And I know tomatoes and all that are technically fruit. But this year in the garden, I am trying to really just focus on growing what we use a lot of and what we eat. Okay, so I did have onions and carrots in this bed, but I kind of want to switch where they are, just because I want more onions and carrots and I want them in their own bed. That being said, now I'm confused on where I want to put things. So I don't know if I'm going to try to grow watermelon this year. It usually doesn't turn out for me, and by the time that it comes into season, I think it's already like past. I don't know. So anyways, I don't think I'm gonna do watermelon. I think I'm gonna do onions and carrots in these beds. Yes, I have more eggshells. Yes, we eat a lot of eggs. So anyways, I need to crush those up and put them in these beds, but I just need to figure out what I'm doing. Okay. So typically in the morning, I make 1 to 2 eggs per person in the morning before school for me and my children. My husband's usually already gone by the time I get up. On weekends, then I make eggs or pancakes for breakfast. So we go through a lot of eggs. But I'm going to put some on the tomatoes because that's usually where I get the worst bottom rot on my veggies. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to get some carrots in the ground. One thing that I would like to add to my garden, and I don't know if I'll get the chance this year, but I really hope I do, is potatoes. I want to grow some potatoes. My mom saw this really cool way of growing potatoes. You just take a fence post, like the T-post, and drive it in the ground, put the 2x4 welded wire fence in a circle, and then make like buckets out of straw and put dirt and potatoes in it, and then do another layer and just repeat it. And it looks like it will work really well. I've seen where people grow them in the laundry baskets and things, but I really don't like plastic. So I may try that this year, the laundry baskets, just because that's what I have, but we'll see. But so anyways, I would like to get some potatoes. Because onions, last year I was so excited, which we don't eat like a whole lot of onions, but I was excited because I actually grew enough onions and dried them and all the things that I had enough onions into December. So that was exciting. And that was less that I had to buy, and just they're homegrown, so I feel like they're a little healthier. Also, carrots, I did not know that. I never knew how to preserve carrots. I always wondered why in the world mine get rubbery like in a day or two and the grocery store does not. Well, turns out all you have to do is you can wash them and then take the green off, and then you just put them in a bag with a damp paper towel, tie the bag up, and poke some holes in it, and they will stay crisp in your fridge for 30 days to 2 months. No joke. I was like, that's so easy. What in the world? So those are some ways to preserve some of your veggies that you normally may not be able to or don't know, because I did not know how to preserve carrots. But, and no, it's not technically preserving, but I do want to learn how to can. I may add some some garlic in here, because I think it would be good to be able to make your own homemade spaghetti sauce and then can it. So that way I don't have to open 50 cans to get spaghetti sauce. Will it work? I have no idea. My first step is just making homemade spaghetti sauce. I've made it before, but I don't make it that often. My husband, he always says it's really good, but it's been so long since I made it that I can't ever remember what goes in it. So I just wing it. And I don't know that I'm making it the same way anytime. So, also, I have no clue what I put in it because it's been so long. But so anyways, I'm going to get all this done. And then I'm just going to be in the garden today. My house is a disaster. I really need to deep clean it. It's so bad. It's so bad. Let's just go ahead and okay, it's shedding season. And my dogs, it's so bad. And I called the groomer, and it's going to be a while before they can get them in. But I have haircuts at least set up, so they won't be shedding all summer. Okay, so I have carrots in this bed here.
and a screwdriver. I'm growing tools. My husband makes fun of me because, well, he gives me a hard time because I leave his tools outside. But anyways, which he's right. And this is our onions. So I doubled the size of my carrots and onions. This bed I packed full, probably too full, but we're gonna see what happens. I have 3 green bean plants for there, so that way if they're not the bush, because I can't remember if they're bush variety or not. There's the fence, and then 2 cucumber plants there. I do want to switch out my trellis. That was just a makeshift situation last year. And then I did 2 rows of carrots in front. Probably overpacked. This one, I don't know what I'm putting in it yet. I'm thinking about doing, I could do greens, like lettuce and spinach and all that. I have that. Let me think on that. Slicing tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, peppers. This is going to be all peppers, but all I had was jalapenos. And I want to get bell and some snacking peppers. And I missed one. Zucchini, yellow squash. So, I think that's it. Also, these here are strawberries. I had a couple that's turned green again. I'm waiting to see what happens here. And I don't know what in the world is digging in my garden, but there's holes everywhere. So I don't know if it's squirrels or chickens. I don't know what it is. But so anyways, I'm gonna decide on making that a salad bed. I think I'm gonna do that because we do eat a lot of salad. All right, another hole. I don't know what it's from. Might be from the dog. I don't know.
So my mom makes like this, I don't know if you'd call it organic, but less harmful weed killer. And it's Epsom salt and water, and I think she puts something else in it and then just sprays it on the plants, like grass and weeds, and it kills it. So I may mix some of that in the next week or so and spray around my boxes, because I got quite a bit of grass and weeds growing up between the fence and the box. So I need to take care of that. There's so many things that I need to do, but we'll just get to it when we get to it. And this was kind of higher on my priority list right now, just because they have to be in the ground or else they don't grow. So I needed to get that done. I do need to clean my house. Something awful. I bought a new mop. I finally am using my mop. So hopefully, which as of right now, I really like it. I'll show it in the next video.
Okay, so I did leaf lettuce, 3 rows of it, and then 3 rows of spinach, I believe, and then I used up the rest of my onions here. Yes, I am packing my beds. It's fine. Tomatoes again. This will be all peppers because me and my son eat a lot of snack peppers, so I want to grow a bunch. Zucchini, green zucchini, basically green squash, zucchini and zucchini. Yellow squash, 2 different kinds because I was almost out of both, but I'm using up what I have, all my seeds for this year. And I do need to get pepper seeds. But so, again, 2 cucumber plants, 3 green beans, and 2 rows of carrots. Yes, it's packed. Again, onions, being nosy, and carrots. So, yeah. If you want to garden, grow what you like. Start there and then you can expand. I do want to get a couple, like I want to measure from here, the gate, how much room I need for it to open for the lawnmower, and make another bed for this side and that side once I move Circlux to the backyard. But alrighty, spring time is, well, planting season. I think I'm about done for planting. Hopefully all my seeds come up because I am using what I had from last year. The only thing I bought was onions and more carrot seeds because I thought I was out of carrot seeds, but I wasn't. So, alrighty.
Thanks for hanging out with me. Remember, today's a blessing, and I hope I see you on the next one. Bye, guys.